Hello everyone, I'm Tyler Caldwell.
I'm Steve Mawby.
And today we are incredibly excited to show you the newest offering from Caldwell Cigar Company, the highly anticipated Long Live the Queen Maduro. The original blend was, an authentic African-grown Cameroon wrapper using the Indonesian Sumatran binder to go with it, and I believe it was Nicaraguan and Dominican fillers.
Yes. Yep.
Whereas now you have this newer version here, the Maduro, which is going to use a Mexican San Andreas Maduro, also Indonesian Sumatran binder, but Dominican and U.S. grown fillers on the inside there.
Yeah, and this is the first new one of these that they made since that original run, like you said, 2022 into 2023. And yeah, I mean, this just kind of off to my first impressions here. It's fantastic, and the Maduro wrapper is definitely making a huge difference. This is definitely, my first impression here is definitely strongly Maduro characteristic. A little bit more complexity than, or some nuance there that you don't usually get out of the Maduro, but it's definitely right in that
100%.
In that wheelhouse.
I mean, I will say right off the bat, this checks off everything that I look for in a cigar, especially for Maduro. Normally, when it comes to Maduro cigars, I don't always gravitate towards them, but this is ideally like what I want in a Maduro.
Yeah. I mean, it's got that quintessential Maduro essence to it, but there's some more balance to it. Like I could see somebody who really wasn't a big Maduro smoker, like somebody who smokes Connecticut's or Habanos or something like that,
100%.
Really finding something to appreciate here. Last year when we first had the original Long Live the Queen, it was, I think, number 2 in our top 20 smoking pipes year-end cigar countdown. And I gotta say, just in the first little impression here, this is right up there in terms of that quality.
And I would also like to say, I actually, and this is very unlike me, I'm the type of smoker where I have strict rules where I don't even like smoking the same cigar in the same day, let alone in the same week. A weird preference of mine. I smoked 2 of these back to back yesterday. Like I smoked through the first one, and it was one of those like I just wanted to perform like a magic trick. Like I want this to grow back. Like I did not want to stop smoking it. So the answer to that was to cut and light up another one. And very rare for me to do that, but it is. This cigar is going to go in my top 10 of the year.
Yeah, I can definitely see that being the case. And I mean, all the years that I've known you, I don't think I've ever seen you. I've never not seen you smoking a cigar, and I've never seen you smoke the same cigar twice in a row. So that's saying something. And I even heard Robert Caldwell say that even though he's not a Maduro guy, typically he smoked 5 of the Coronas back to back to back. So that's saying something right there.
Rob he's such a unique person in, the best kinds of ways. And he is very vocal and very transparent, and he will always tell you, like, he is not a Maduro smoker. Like, no matter what, it's just never been in his wheelhouse. And, kind of the idea behind this was to create something not just that he enjoys, but to make more of a traditional, like what a Maduro should be like. And like I said, this is checking all the marks for me. And I think anyone who likes a good Maduro, once you get your hands on this, you're going to get your hands on even more of them, because it's going to become a favorite of yours.
Yeah, I'm a Maduro smoker. And yeah, I mean, this is hitting every point for me that I like in a cigar. But it's not just a straight up Maduro and really nothing else to it. There's nuance here. There's some like spicy notes. I think I heard Rob say that this is like eating a steak with a chocolate bar on top and washing it down with a cup of Cuban coffee.
Absolutely.
And I think that's dead on. I'm getting that umami. I'm getting the chocolatey, like molasses kind of notes that you get from Maduros. And then I'm also kind of getting, like those like coffee notes kind of on the back end.
Sure.
So yeah, I think that's a perfect description for this, which sounds like all the best things in the world. So I'm all for it.
And to be fair, like I said, I did smoke 2 of these back to back yesterday. And for me, it was to kind of just focus on it and be able to give like an honest opinion on what I'm thinking of flavor, strength, body, all that.
Yeah.
And I sat there smoking the first one. I couldn't think of that. All I could think of is like, I want more.
Yeah, yeah.
So then with the second one, I focused a little more on that. I would say, speaking of flavor, you hit it right there with nuance, but still complex, very smooth. I would say, best way I can describe it is kind of in that black coffee range. Cuban coffee is a great way to put it. I would even say like kind of like freshly roasted, like medium roast coffee to go with that. But also like a nice deeper, like semi-sweet dark chocolate kind of mixing in there.
Yep. Yeah, definitely getting those like not overly sweet but distinctly chocolate notes. Yeah.
And I'm a very fast smoker, but as you guys can see there, the construction and the ash on this is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, the ash is really perfect. I mean, this is just puffing beautifully. The draw on it is perfect. Yeah, this is just a very well-made, well-constructed cigar. And I think I heard that it took Rob a 1.5 years of blending to get this right. So this is there's a lot of work, a lot of effort that went into this. This isn't just something they rolled out, and you can tell. You can really get an appreciation for the amount of effort and time that they put into this cigar.
Absolutely. And I gotta say, I always loved the artwork for one. Like, coming from an art background, looking into like the marketing aspect and the way like color schemes, things like that. With the original Long Live the Queen, I loved the artwork. I loved it on that white band with the white box. Now with these, I think it looks even better. Like the colors on this just pop out so much more with the black background onto it.
Yeah, I mean, everything that Rob does, the artwork, the marketing, just the aesthetic, the way everything's presented, it's always well done, and I think this is a perfect example of that.
Absolutely.
The visuals on this are great. Yeah, it's a very well done all around. Roll out, everything. Perfect cigar so far.
Now, I mean, dude, we could sit here and talk all day long about how amazing this cigar is, but just so everyone at home knows, we are actually smoking here the Queen's Crest. It's a 5.5 by 46, kind of like your standard Corona. Now, it does come in 4 other sizes as well. You're going to have here your more standard Robusto, which is the Queen's Coronet. Did I say that right? I probably messed that up.
Is that the Coronet?
Coronet. You also have the box press version, more of like a standard Toro. This is called the Wild Card. That's actually probably what I would smoke next because this size is very enticing to me. You have the more rounded, regular size Toro size. This one is the Queen's Chalice, and this one's going to be a 6 by 54. And you got the big boy, or I guess I should say big girl.
Yeah,
this is the Queen's Charge. This is going to be more of your Magnum, your standard 6 by 60 size. So honestly, I'm probably going to get one of each size and just smoke through all of them and see what's distinctively different through them.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying all the different sizes because there's so much nuance in here that, I'm really interested to see how the different sizes and all that affects everything. But this Corona is just absolutely great right now.
And like, Corona is my go-to. If a cigar comes out in a Corona, I'm gonna try it. But I'm really interested to see how these coincide with each other. All the different sizes. So going back to Robert, not necessarily being an anti-Maduro cigar lover out there.
Not his cup of tea.
But just not his cup of tea. I think what really separates this from his other offerings in the Maduro is this is very much different. Like, you look back into like the Eastern Standard Midnight Express. You look at the Mad Mofo. that was coming from a perspective of a guy who doesn't like Maduro, but trying to make a Maduro with
Exactly.
more of that, like, we'll say Habano lover mindset.
Exactly.
And this is more into leading into what the Maduro fan base is going to love.
Yeah, so I smoked all of the Midnight Express and those kinds of things, and I liked them. But as more of a Maduro fan, they weren't really something that I really got enthusiastic about. But I would talk to other people who smoked Habanos and things like that, and they really did kind of appreciate them more than I did. This, I still think that it's something that non-Maduro smokers will enjoy. But even as a Maduro smoker, this is really right up my alley.
Absolutely.
So, I know Robert's excited about this, and like you said, Robert is a straight shooter. He's not gonna pull any punches. He's gonna tell you what he likes and what he doesn't. So if he's really excited about this, it's definitely something worth checking out. I'm really excited about it. I know everybody that I've talked to around smoking pipes, around here, really enthusiastic about it. It's being very well received. This is just something that we're all looking forward to. So if it sounds like something that you're interested in, I would definitely recommend giving it a try.
Absolutely. And definitely, once you get your hands on these, feel free to reach out and let us know what you think of it also.
Absolutely.